What's up, gamers? It's Gaming Thunder. And this collection video, this has been a console that's been around me for a long time before I upgraded to Series X, and that's Xbox 360. What we have right here is my limited edition on Xbox 360 Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 special edition right next to my Xbox Series X. And here we have is my special Xbox 360 Chrome controller. I played good games with this, and a lot of great games with this baby. I still have a decent amount of Xbox 360 games, as well as a few classic Xbox games, that I do play for Xbox 360, so those count for this video. But it's a small amount of them, so I thought I'd put this in the video. So let's move on to the games themselves. Starting off with the classic Xbox games, we got Open Season, and this movie had its own video game. And the game was actually not that bad as I thought it would be. And yeah, I'd say it's a little bit of a success, but not enough to be my top 10. Next game we have up is the SpongeBob SquarePants movie for a regular Xbox. And yeah, I know it doesn't look like it, but the game is in there. It's a Platinum Hits edition, and the game box is a little loose, so it can't really connect to it. So I gotta be really careful with this game. But other than that, this game's pretty good. You play as SpongeBob, Patrick, and go through Shell City, and you can get a bunch of power-ups. Next for OG Xbox, we got The Incredibles. And very nice game. You get to play as The Incredibles themselves, as Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, and their children. And very nice gameplay, and I like the story, and I'd say this was a pretty good game. And of course we got their sequel, The Incredibles: Rise of the Underminer. And this game plays as both Mr. Incredible and Frozone. It's a two-player game, and where you travel underground to stop the evil Underminer. And with two players go in this, but I should warn you that if you try doing 2 players in a game, it will erase your game progress, so make sure you have another profile when you're ready for that. And wrapping it up for OG games, we got my favorite classic Xbox game, Over the Hedge. And this is based on a few years after one of my favorite animated movies, Over the Hedge. And you could play as 4 Overhedge and cast members, and you can hunt down food, and as well as find mind-controlled vermin. Now moving on to Xbox 360 games for real, we have Disney Infinity and Trilogy. We have Disney Infinity 1, Disney Infinity 2.0, and Disney Infinity 3.0. I played all 3 of these games growing up, but I'd say, after all of them, I say 2.0 is definitely the best. Mainly because it has Marvel superheroes. I mean, Disney Infinity 3.0 is good with its Star Wars, and it has a little bit of new Marvel, and Disney Infinity 1 has some Disney characters I enjoy. All in all, this wasn't really my favorite Toys to Life kind of game. Nothing can beat Skylanders, but I say these games were pretty good in my opinion, and they all have their own faults in this game. But I say there's some pretty good games in my opinion. Next game we have is Disney Up. This is a really cool game. I played this once with a family member. You could play as Carl Fredricksen and Russell with a 2-player action. And you also get some fun mini games. And so yeah, if you like Disney Up, I guess you can get this game. Another game we have is Ben 10 Ultimate Alien Cosmic Destruction. I got this for Christmas back a few years ago. This was pretty good, and I liked how you could play as a bunch of aliens and go ultimate. And at the end, you get to unlock another alien depending on which copy. This copy comes with Wrath, that tiger guy you see in Ultimate Alien. But yeah, this game's pretty good, and I like it a lot. Next game we got is G-Force. And this game is based on the movie G-Force, but with also some added features, and where you can play a little bit first-person shooter. You play as a guinea pig, and you also have a great arsenal of weapons. This game we have here is playable on the Xbox Series X, and that's Disney's Bolt. And you can play as the dog Bolt or the girl Penny, and you stop the evil Dr. Calico, while from unleashing a super weapon on the entire world. And I recommend this if you like Disney games. It is playable on Xbox Series X, and I have that, so I'm able to play it. The next game we have is Generator Rex: Agents of Providence. And this game is based on the show Generator Rex. I'm not sure if you remember that, but it's a good show, and this game is really good. And so I'd say, you guys should check this out. You get a whole arsenal of weapons and gadgets, and you can collect memento, and the story is really good. Next game we got is Family Guy, and back to the multiverse. And I like Family Guy as much as the next person, and being able to play this game on 360 was fun. And you get to play as Stewie Griffin and Brian Griffin, and as you travel through many dimensions of the multiverse, and fighting Bertram. Another game we have here is one I have for digital, but I got the physical copy from my brother, Pac-Man: The Ghostly Adventures. And it's a very nice game. I'd say this is a success. And you play as Pac-Man, have a bunch of different power-ups, and you can fight Go, and all sorts of different worlds. And so if you're a fan of Pac-Man like myself, I recommend you get this game. Next game we have here is Monsters vs. Aliens. And the movie was okay, not really my favorite, and but this game, opposite. And play as many different monsters, well only 3 of them, but still, and you can fight off alien robot, and save the world. And I'd say my favorite play as is The Missing Link. And but I recommend this if you guys watch the movie. It's a really good game, so you should give it a try. Next game we got is TMNT. And I got this one used on eBay a while back. And this game was ridiculously good. It's the first game I actually completed. All achievements were actually easier than I thought. And you could play as the Ninja Turtles from the hit movie. And back in, I believe it was 2009 on TMNT. And or I could be wrong with the date, but this game, you should really try it if you have a 360. And it is also playable on PlayStation 3, or maybe 2, I don't know. But this game, really good. You should give it a chance. Another game it also happens to be a Ninja Turtle game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2012 edition. And this happens to be one of my favorite Ninja Turtle games. And it's a 4-player game. And you can play as any one of the turtle. As you fight off villains like Fishface, Dog Pound, Baxter Stockman, and even Shredder. So you guys, if you're a fan of 2012 Ninja Turtles, you gotta try this game. This game I played a lot when I was young, Batman: Arkham City. And this game is ridiculously good. And is it the best of the 3? Yep. Yes. And you get to play as Batman, not to mention that there is an extra story called Harley Quinn's Revenge. I completed that, and I say this game is definitely a winner for a great game. Next game we got is also playable on Xbox Series X, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 2. But I say this one is better than the first one, mainly because you get to dual wield, and the story plot's way better. But you play as thought to be deceased and apprentice of Darth Vader, Starkiller, as you fight to find General Coda, and Juno, and defeat Darth Vader. Another game I didn't think I would play that much time, but it really caught me by surprise, is Rango. Play as the lizard Rango from the movie Rango, as you fight off the outlaw, in deserts or even on the top of a train. And this game actually caught me by surprise, but I say this game was really nice. I enjoyed playing this game. Yet another for games that you could play on Series X, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Trilogy. This game comes with the 3 Modern Warfare games that you've played with, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, awesome game, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. And it's got all 3 games in here in disc, so you can play on Xbox Series X if you're feeling nostalgic for Call of Duty, and like myself. But I played a lot of number this game with my brother. I win a few rounds, sometimes I don't, but it's still a good game to play. Now this game is a really good game, Chaotic Shadow Warriors. Some of you guys may not know what Chaotic is. It's basically like you scan creatures from another world called Param, and you can use them as some sort of battling and simulation where you can use 5 creatures in this game, 2 support and 3 actually battling, and you get to use the 4 tribes: Overworld, Underworld, Danian, and Mepedian. And I know about you, but I'm an Overworlder battler. So if you guys ever come across this game, you gotta get it. Another game you gotta try is Kung Fu Panda. This game is based off the first Kung Fu Panda movie. You get to play as Po, Shifu, a little bit of Tigress and Monkey. And you get to fight off wolves, boars, and pigs, and all sorts of enemies that you can find in this game. And it also has a multiplayer function now where you can have survival challenges and face each other off as all sorts of characters in this game. Coming up in combat is another one of my favorite 360 games, Surf's Up. This is a really nice game, and I really enjoyed it playing it as a kid. And you get to surf as penguins or a chicken, and if you like, and as well as the deer from Over the Hedge. Open season, that's what I meant. And but you get to play as penguins. You get to do all sorts of great tricks over tidal waves, and even can go lava boarding. And so you gotta try this if you're a fan of Surf's Up or even surfing games. Another game I really admire is Deadpool. One of my favorite mutants in the whole X-Men trilogy, and he has his own video game. Play as Deadpool as you travel around on the island of Genosha to fight the evil Mr. Sinister. You can team up with the X-Men like Wolverine, Rogue, Cable, and Domino. This game is really good. Do not sleep on this game. You gotta give it and the respect it deserves. So I definitely recommend this, and I have hopes that this comes to Xbox Series X as playable. I haven't checked yet, but if there's a Xbox One version of it I can put on there, I'm definitely getting it. Coming up on the final 3 of the game, we got Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. And is this the best Spider-Man game in my opinion? Not really. But this still is really good. Play as 4 different Spider-Man from different dimensions as you complete and fragment and parts out of a slat and that controls all dimensions and the final battle is with Mysterio. Here we have is my favorite Skylanders game of all time, Skylanders Superchargers. This one actually stuck by me and stayed with me for the longest time I can remember. Play as different Skylanders and compete in racing events, and as well as use your vehicles, aka Superchargers, and to go around Skyland and completing missions. And for the last game in my collection, which I wish we had a proper case to display it in, is Bakugan Defenders of the Core. This game was one of my favorite Bakugan games, and way more bad than Champions of Vestroia. And you could play different Bakugan from Bakugan Classic in the series and New Vestroia, and you can also do the post-credit game, where you can restart the game to collect traps for Maxis Helios. So you should definitely get this game. And that's my whole collection of my Xbox 360 games. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I know my collection's a little small. There was a lot more games then, but they all got sold. But some games, they still stayed with me because I really care about them most. Now, do I think Xbox 360 has a big place in my heart? Of course. So I still have my Xbox 360. And I'm still gonna be able to use it whenever I can, just to revisit my nostalgic games that I can't play on Series X. But I really hope that they come back onto Series X so they could be backwards capable, especially Bakugan Defenders of the Core. It has to come there, as well as other Bakugan games that I may be missing. And so thanks for watching this collection video. Be sure to subscribe to Mike Noid on Video Games for Fun and Spidey Gaming. And guys, so thanks for watching this collection video. Comment, like, and subscribe. Join my Discord, and I'll see you guys with more videos. This is Game Thunder, signing out. Thunder.